just got to the Berlin Central Station, and I will show you a few bit later on of the station. I am still wearing my face mask because you need to wear it here. It's very, very compulsory to protect yourself and everyone. I'm just going to get something to eat at the station because honestly I haven't had breakfast. I went to cut my hair because why not? And as soon as I finished cutting my hair, got back to the flat, had a shower, and it was a very, very warm shower. And boy, it is deep into winter and autumn, and I was sweating and hot on the train. I felt like running away from the train.
Part that is the blue one, trying to make moves and we could do some. Expand this life and feel the newness. See, this world is all the future. Stay up on the block, they probably shoot you. Either from the cops or someone just as ruthless. From the top down, can I live? Just wanna ride in the sun with the top down. Seat back, one arm on the wheel, like knowledge.
On the train now, I'm going to somewhere called Berlinberlin. Just got out of the train. I don't know if you can see behind me, the Brandenburger Tor is there, and I'm just going to walk around for a bit. I have this event to attend at the Humboldt Forum, so I'm going to go there later on. I got out of the bathroom when I came back from cutting my hair and had this warm shower and then put on my clothes straight away. When I was on the underground, I was so hot, it was so uncomfortable, and I was saying to myself, it is supposed to be autumn, winter, and I'm sweating like crazy. Oh, I felt like running away from the underground.
See, hoggers on their feet, they just keep up with the Joneses, but the Jonesy trying to keep, they try to break you, so just fall in line.
I am going to the Brandenburger Tor. I was trying to get the footage from where I was standing, but I couldn't. And close to the Brandenburger Tor, the American Embassy is there, and the Adlon Hotel is there. Oh my god, it feels like it's drizzling a bit. I can feel some mist on my skin. Please do not rain. I beg you, nature and God. Wow, this part of Berlin is really, really stunning.
Amazing, better look amazing, better look amazing right now. Say it how you feeling right now, say it how you say it.
Down in the hole again, I cannot remember what my life was like. Getting up.
The Brandenburger Tor, and it's just behind me, and the Hotel Adlon is here. This area is just full of a lot of embassies from like Russia, America, Italy, and normally, from what I have been told, if it isn't for Korokoro, this place will be packed. Not what I have been told, actually. I was here in October 2019, before Korokoro, before all the whole COVID pandemic and the panna cotta, and it was so busy. And it was a hot October as well. So I will just spin around for a bit to see. And I'm just going to step away now.
The race is too close behind, so it's dies.
The Brandenburger Tor is very iconic. That is why most people, when they visit Berlin, they want to go there, take pictures. I have taken pictures there before. Just on my way towards the Humboldt Forum. It's at the new Imperial Palace, so that's where I'm going to, and I'm going to take my pictures close by there. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram at my own kind of runway. Catch you later.
Out of it, it's psychosis.
I'm just crossing over the streets. I'm in Berlinberlin. I don't want to bite my tongue, sorry. Berlinberlin. That's where I am now.
Okay. Slowing time, like a pencil drawn line. Erases too close behind, so it's dark.
pictures, and I'm just close by. I was just trying as much as possible to get a lot of sights and sounds of Berlin. I'm in the palace now. I was just showing you the sign, and it says museum, not museum, Humboldt level. So I'm just here. Oh my days, the architecture is stunning. They did a very good job here. It's very modern. It has this exterior that looks like it was built like very long time ago, but then at the same time the inside is really beautiful. I just need to check more about it. It looks like it's been, it's been rebuilt, I think. I don't know, I'm blabbing, but you get the gist. Why does the foyer look like this? To your left is a monumental archway. Do you see the dark colored part of the figure on the left above the central opening? It comes from the Berlin Palace and was salvaged before the demolition of the portal in 1951. The meeting of the Baroque forms of the triumphal arch and the simple even walkways on the other three sides creates the Humboldt Forum's characteristics architecture. This whole space was newly built between 2013 and 2020. The Baroque gateway was rebuilt to Johann Friedrich Ossunder's design, which was completed in 1713 during the expansion of the Berlin Palace. At that time, it stood in the open in the great courtyard. Architect Frank Costello made the gateway part of the grand foyer, which reaches up through every story. Stella won a competition entitled Reconstructing the Berlin Palace, Building the Humboldt Forum in 2008. As can be seen from these images, there were also some quite different approaches to designing this space, and I just can't wait to enjoy this whole thing. Remember, I think this was the place, this was the place that Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie had her speech not long ago with all the world leaders. She had that amazing speech. Yes, this was where Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie spoke. She spoke at the opening and made that wonderful speech. Oh, and I'm here now where the great Yeah, I am a proud Igbo man, and she's from my state as well. She's from Anambra State, so I'm visiting where she spoke to the world. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, I'm just waiting to enjoy the events. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram at my own kind of runway. Catch you later. Just taking a walk on a place that looks like a pathway and it goes around the whole place. This is just so good. Honestly, it was my days. I'm so excited. Like, wow. can literally see the whole of Berlin skyline here. From this point, it is such a vantage point. It is such a cool place to be. You know, like when you are on a flight and you are landing, if you travel to a city and you're literally just seeing most of the things about the city, and this is totally different because you are just close in a very, very amazing way. So I'm just going to go close to the thing that looks like a dome here quickly for you to see. What I'm going to do is I will just be by the wall, like literally on the wall of this. Can you see? I'm just by the wall. Wow. I am so impressed that I'm speechless. You should come here if you can afford it. You should come here. You will not regret it. It is money well spent because Berlin is iconic anyway. I'm just going to show you here.
Too much, cause it takes time. Do not talk too much because it's.
Have you ever been somewhere where you feel like you don't want to leave because you're seeing so much beauty and it feels very, very relaxed? Because this place is at the rooftop, right? And Berlin is a very busy city, but it feels totally different up here, and it's stunning.
Because they are not mine.
So we are going to a different courtyard. I was told that this courtyard is beautiful as well. You have no idea how excited I am because I just felt like not leaving that place. It was so serene and beautiful that I felt like just staying there and not leave. Can you imagine? They will be dragging me out because I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. So this is, so this is the courtyard. So if you look at here behind, this is so beautiful. So it's one of the smallest courtyards, and then I'm walking towards another one as well. And then in this particular courtyard there are like tables and things. It looks like a piazza kind of, and there are seats for you to sit down. There is a tourist information. If you see behind me is the tourist information center in case if you want to get any information. And there's a few seats here if you want to sit down.
A mood. There are too many options and they can take me down. Everything is now in place.
We are walking to the exhibition.
Aim so wild I cannot be tamed. And with every step I take, don't you ever look through my sight. Be tamed, and with every step I take, don't you ever look through my side. Don't look.
To take off your jacket, if you have a bag, you keep your bag in a locker. Then you can get in. You are allowed to record and things like this. This place is just stunning. There's a lot of history here. Some artifacts from Africa. So it has information, introduction. Oceania, America, Introduction, Africa, Oceania, boats and things like this. Sounds of the world, colonial history, artifacts from Benin and things like this. This place has a lot of things that are very, very interesting. There is regional arts and cultures of Africa, Australia and Oceania, as well as music, ethnology. So it is the Ethnologische Museum, that's in Deutsch. I just found something here. It says matters of perspective. on an overture. So it says here, in recent years, ethnological collections held by European museums have come under critical scrutiny. The Humboldt Forum seeks to meet this challenge head-on. Matters of Perspective and Overture examines the underlying ways of seeing that contributed to colonialism and were in turn shaped by it. Many of them still very much in place today. This allows us to understand colonialism as a phenomenon that touches on all aspects of society. The installation focuses in particular on the traces of colonization in the former German colonial territories of Cameroon, Namibia, and Oceania. Photos, school textbooks, sculptures, and interviews are the starting point for this examination of how the colonizers and the formerly colonized societies saw one another. Characteristics of these ways of seeing is the differentiation between us and the others, to shift the focus back to the act of seeing itself and in the interest of the current discussion on restitution. That is, the repatriation of objects. The exhibition focuses not only on things or tangible objects from the collection, but on reproductions. Additionally, artistic works enable viewers to become aware of both cultural and institutional ways of seeing things. This thing that I was just showing you, I don't know if you know who sociologist Robin DiAngelo is. She's the one that wrote that book, White Fragility, and there's a quote of her here, which is really interesting as well. It does say here that sociologist Robin DiAngelo points out that our view of the world is always influenced by our cultural environment and the specific groups to which we belong. In order to understand and overcome present day and historical context of injustice, it is essential that we become aware of the lenses through which we view others. The former German colonies were inhabited by German military personnel, teachers, business people and their families, scientists, people searching for meaning, artists and many others. Photographs from various decades provide an impression of their lives and the lives of their descendants. I beg your pardon, I'm sorry about the alarm. The images convey the convictions and goals that guided them, as well as how they saw their surroundings. So it does say here, I have a reference, white frame of reference and a white worldview, Robin DiAngelo. Oh, they even mentioned the book. Oh my God, I didn't even look at that. My apologies. I like a few of the things that they've done here, the way they've written a few things, the explanations that they gave, and they are somehow taking things head on from my own personal understanding. And I think it's a good thing, because a lot of people see racism from their own point of view and don't always see it from the point of view of black people. And this exhibition is just so cool. That reminds me a lot about certain rural areas in Nigeria and some African countries, like the zinc, the doors and things like this. And the sort of like ladder that they have here is just really breathtaking.
Everything I do, I wanna marry you. 'Cause when you're around, I know it's true. The way you make me feel is so good, baby. So good, so good. Every single day we spend apart, I wanna be with you. Baby, take my hand, hold it tight just like you do. Feels so good, so good. When I wake up in the morning and I see your face, I'm becoming blind by your dazzling grace. What a beautiful feeling to be close to you. There's nothing else I wanna do.
I've only seen on TV, honestly, and I have only read in social studies when I did social studies in high school, and when I've sort of like read about slavery and things like this.
My heart is on the table 'cause you're my everything. I do. I wanna marry you. 'Cause when you're around, I know it's true. The way you make me feel around, I know it's true. The way you make me feel is so good, baby. So good, so good. Every single day was fun, but I wanna be with you.
And behind me, I'm speechless. And there's something here that it says Oceania, people and sea, a sea of islands. The Pacific is the largest ocean in the world. From a European point of view, the Pacific Islands appear small and isolated. Indigenous peoples, by contrast, see their home more as sea of islands and as anything but small. In oral traditions, the universe encompasses not only the land but also the surrounding ocean, the underworld and the heavens, the world of the deities, ancestors and spirits. The Pacific was not the no man's land that Europeans long believed. By the time the first Europeans reached the sea, the inhabitants of the Pacific had already explored all its habitable islands. The islands and their people were never isolated. Trade, wars and marriages kept them in constant contact with inhabitants of other islands and archipelagos. To this day, the sea does not divide, it connects. It forms an essential part of Pacific societies and their identity. I'm now on the section where they have all the sculptures, and most of them are from Africa, and it's from 1874 to 1882. I'm just going to show you around on the sculptures that they have here. Things here are from Congo that I'm looking at. There's the one from Cameroon, East Africa. I don't know how I feel actually. This one is from Congo collection before 1904, West African collection before 1913. This one is 1895 to 1926, Ankaman, Cameroon 1908 to 1909. This one is from Angola 1930, and this one is from other African sculptures, and they were from 1922. These things, if they are in Africa, people want to see them, they can go to Africa and see them literally. And I just got into this room as well, and I will... this thing that I was showing you that looks like a tortoise from the front of it is a Cameroonian, so it says drum Cameroon Bansa, 19th century, wood pigments collected CA 1906 by Hans Cloning, acquired 1907, 11C 21170. This drum is carved like a fantastical animal. Originally it had two heads, one an elephant and the other a buffalo. The buffalo head was lost in World War II. Both animals are symbols of power associated with notables and warriors in the grass fields. Relief carvings of warriors, leopards, crocodiles and snakes decorate the drum's sides. Most of these things are things that are sacred to Africa. And I just came to something here, architecture of power. It says it's from Cameroon again. It's from Cameroon again. It said decorated house posts and door frames were imported elements of palaces and significant buildings in the Cameroon grass fields. The order of the carved figures, often with women and low-ranking men near the bottom and warriors or kings near the top, reflects an idealized view of social relations. Some symbols, such as the heads of slain enemies or fierce animals, communicate rulers' powers. Others, such as spiders, which communicated with the realm of the ancestors, symbolized monarchs' wisdom. Africa is great. I just saw something that said German colonialism. It says national interest and subjugation. Initially, German colonialism in Africa did not manifest as government policy. It began with adventurous expeditions and the expansion of trade. Private associations such as the Deutsche Kolonialverein, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. If I'm not, I really do apologize. Public sentiment supported increasing trade, proselytization, and enhancing the prestige of the German Empire by founding colonies. Competition with other European states was a point of pride. The German Schutzgebiete of Cameroon, South-West Africa, Namibia, and Togoland were founded in 1884. How did you found it? Africa has already been there. Okay, I digress. Germany brutally subjugated formerly independent, drummed up popular support for colonialism, polities in the Schutzgebiete, and played a leading role in Africa's division at the 1884 Congo Conference in Berlin. It always baffles me how people say that you discover somewhere that was already existing. Anyway, that's a different conversation. So it says here, this one says the Berlin Kingdom and Germany. According to Berlin history, when the Germans arrived in 1902, King Enjoyer's people urged him to fight. He refused. Leave it to me to deal with the whites, he said. Enjoyer allied with the invaders. The king sought to gain from his alliance, developing new technologies and welcoming missionaries and traders. He used German military support to gain advantage over rivals, such as the Bansu Kingdom, which had defeated his father, King Nsangu. The Germans also benefited, for instance, by obtaining many of the objects here. The alliance later cost King Enjoyer dearly. His closeness with the Germans led to conflicts with the French after the end of German colonial rule in Cameroon.
the sun is shining 24/7. Cause when we're together, it feels like we're in heaven. If it will get dark, you'll be my million stars. I know I can lean on you. Ooh, you catch me like a leaf falling from a tree. If I'll be a shooting star, you make a wish. No, I don't fake this kind of feeling, never felt so real. My heart is on the table cause you're my everything. I do, I wanna marry you. When I wake up in the morning and I see your know it's true. I'm becoming blind, you make me feel so good, baby. Feeling good but close to you. Every single day is gone, but I wanna be with you. From the fields of flowers you chose to pick me. You're spreading sugar on my misery. And I don't fake this kind of feeling, never felt so real. My heart is on the table cause you're my everything. I do, I wanna marry you. Cause when you're around I know it's true. The way you make me feel is so good, baby. So good, so good. Every single day was spent apart, I wanna be with you. Baby, take my hand, hold it tight just like you do. Feels so good, so good. And I do, I wanna marry you. Cause when you're around I know it's true. The way you make me feel is so good, baby. So good.